Okay, so what's up, guys? This is my first ever video, ever, sort of. So my name's Owen, and I'm from Hawaii. Right now, I'm 18 years old, and I'm just recording this video in my room. So right now, I literally just graduated high school like 3 months ago, and now I'm heading out to college in a couple weeks. And I was just laying around and just thinking about what could I do to like kill time during the summer because I'm not doing much. And I thought about making a video for like new freshmen coming in, or just like for any high schoolers in general that just want to like get a couple tips from a high school graduate. And so yeah, that's what this video is for. And so starting off, I'm just gonna go year by year, starting from freshman year all the way to senior year. So I would say my freshman year, I was like pretty introverted. I had some friends coming into high school, or like I tried to keep myself in that same group, but also I was able to make lots of new friends that I still talk to till this day. And I feel like during your freshman year, you should just try to have as much fun as you can, because like you don't really have to take anything serious yet, and it's pretty much just like just adjust to like the new surroundings and everything, and like your new curriculum and classes, and just kind of just like meet new people that you would never have the chance to meet. And so basically for me, freshman year was just kind of a fun year, and you don't really have to take your classes that seriously. Just try not to drop out or like fail any classes. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for freshman year. And for sophomore year, I would try get just a little more serious, but don't try too hard, because still it's your sophomore year, it's like only your second year. But I think around this year, this is when you should like start thinking about like what classes you want to take, and just start working on your resume a little, and just like make it look good before the time you have to start applying for colleges your junior year. And another important thing, this is more towards like the end of the year, I would say your SATs, ACTs, or like all like the standardized testing you can take. And you should start studying for that, get like a little head start. But I know most people don't study. I didn't study. I got a super bad score. If I could go back, I would probably want to study a lot more. Just for like information, I ended off with like a 4.1 GPA. And yeah. Okay, I'm back. It's like super hot in my room, and I also sweat a lot, so that's not a good combination. So what was I talking about? I was talking about SATs, ACTs. Yeah, so just maybe like start studying, take a couple practice tests, and like don't use those as like your final score. Just try and improve each time until you get the score you want to like actually achieve. One tip I would recommend if you want to get a good score, you should probably just watch like YouTube videos, like walkthroughs of like different years of like each or like different videos on specific topics in the ACT or ACT or SAT. And yeah, honestly, I think now most or some colleges don't accept or like don't like require you to like send in like your standardized scores, which is really nice. But if you do really get a good score, then I would definitely send that in, because that could put you like a cut above like most people that apply for like the same colleges as you. And yeah, I'm also gonna talk about prom. If you're like kind of hesitant about going to prom, or like asking someone to go, like you should just go, even if you have to go by yourself. It's like a really fun experience. I had a lot of fun at both of my proms, junior and senior year, and I feel like it's just something that you will never experience again after you graduate high school. And for your junior year, this is the year you should really, really try hard and get the best grades you possibly can. It's like, it is really stressful. This is like the year you should challenge yourself, and you should you should probably start thinking about like what colleges you want to like apply for, or like the professions or majors you want to do or like achieve. And it's like it's like a really hard concept to like think about, because like it's your whole entire future. But I know most of my friends don't really like know what they want to do yet. I have a couple that like are like set what they want to do, which is good. But you know, everyone like doesn't really, you know, just like have like the same goals in mind, or like, you know, just like their future means a lot to them, so they don't want to like mess it up. But honestly, everything's not gonna go according to plan, so you should just, you know, let it go. And you know, when it comes to you and like you figure out what you actually want to do, yeah, if you figure out what you want to do, then just stick to that. If it doesn't work out, then oh well. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So really just attend prom. It's really fun. Think about what you want to do for college. Start those applications early. And also those essays. You really want to take your time with your essays and really like formulate different ideas or like topics you could talk about, because that's like it's like literally the only thing that colleges can really get to know you by, just your essays. And you know, make sure your resume looks pretty good. It doesn't need to be the best, but at least show that like, you know, you've been out there, you're involved with like your school, or like, you know, you have like different accomplishments or something like that. I would also recommend if you're trying to get into like a very like challenging college, I would definitely take a couple or like several AP classes, because they really do help. And even though they're hard, it helps to mentally prepare you for like, you know, the oncoming like college life, because college is not going to be any easier than high school, I can tell you that. And yeah, okay, for senior year, all your applications should be going in really soon. You should like be finishing up your essays and stuff, and at this point, you can sort of like chill out and, you know, relax a little more like you did sophomore year, I would say. But I would still try, because some colleges do look at your like transcripts or your grades for like the first semester of school. So really just try for the first semester, then after that you can just like totally like log out, do whatever you want. And one big tip I would make, or like tell you guys, is that you shouldn't make any dumb choices to get like expelled, or like, you know, something bad could happen, because that's like the last thing you definitely don't want to do. Like, you're so close to the finish line, what's the point of like, you know, throwing it all to the side, and, you know, just all that hard work is down the drain. And, you know, after you get into your college, if you got into the one you wanted to or not, just be happy with it, unless you're going to college. I know some friends that dropped out of school, which is also a totally viable option if you have a good plan, but I would definitely recommend going to college. And yeah, once you set like what you want to do, or like what you are gonna do after high school, you can just chill out, have fun, and enjoy the rest of your high school life, because you will never go to high school ever again. Yeah, and yeah, just keep like your grades up, don't fail any classes, and pretty much just soak it all in, because you don't really realize, or like it doesn't really like hit you until like a month after you graduate. Like you're like, oh, like my high school experience is over, I'm going to college now, I'm an adult, stuff like that. And yeah, that's all for like each year. But for like some general tips, I would say like homework, definitely don't procrastinate. You don't want to build up like those bad habits or anything like that, because it'll definitely transfer over to college, and like procrastination is never a good thing. Another tip I would give you, try and make as many friends as you possibly can, because I know for sure that some of the friends that I made during high school, they will, you know, I'll probably always talk to them, like no matter how far we are apart from each other. I'll, you know, check up on them like every week, or like, you know, just talk to them. So, you know, friends are like a really like big piece of high school. Like, it's like the group that helps you to get through like everything. And yeah, that's all I have to say. And like and subscribe, and hopefully I make another video. Peace.